everyone, and I'm Judy Elliott,
I'm Jane Marie Wilson,
and welcome to
Southern.
Sassy. Lost my voice here. Hey, listen, we have a great show today, don't we?
Yeah, I think so.
And you stay with us because we're going to talk about something that very little is talked about, don't you think?
Yeah,
It's kind of like a given,
yeah.
but it's really
It's
not.
taken for granted.
That's
and
right.
we're going to talk about how to appreciate what you have.
That's right. So stay with us here on Southern
Sassy.
We'll be right back.
Whether you run a business, run your family's finances, or you're opening your first account, you need sound financial guidance from bankers who know you by name. Discover what a strong, locally owned community bank can do for you. Built Well Bank.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? What would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At coldwellbanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
Did you know skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States, with over 5 million cases diagnosed each year, yet it is one of the most preventable? Hi, I'm Courtney Johnston, the physician assistant at Dalton Plastic Surgery. Did you know we offer routine skin checks in our office? Schedule your appointment with us if you have any areas of concern or if you have not had a recent skin exam. At Dalton Plastic Surgery, we offer an array of different services to help you feel and look your very best. Give us a call today.
Make your dream home your home with Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton. Our in-house professional interior designer will help make your indoor space both beautiful and functional. Choose from our many selections in furniture, accessories, lighting, kitchen cabinets, tile, rugs, flooring, and more. Whether you need help for just one room or multiple rooms, our interior designer will take your project to the next level. Visit us today. Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home.
Whether you run a business, run your family's finances, or you're opening your first account, you need sound financial guidance from bankers who know you by name. Discover what a strong, locally owned community bank can do for you. Built Well Bank.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back here to our special show on friendship. I'm Judy Elliott,
I'm Jane Marie Wilson.
and together we are
Southern Sassy.
And we are going to be talking about something, as we mentioned in the opening, that a lot of people really don't talk about, although we have them, but we take it for granted sometimes.
Friendships.
Friendships. And there are different kinds of friendship. We talked about that earlier. Social friendships, but do you call those? I don't know.
Well, you've got acquaintances.
Yeah.
They're social acquaintances. I mean, you've got
Right.
your go-to friends, like, you tell everything to, and then you've got the little group where you tell them a good bit and you interact, and then you've got the acquaintances that you see out and about, or,
Right.
let's get together for coffee and just kind of catch up maybe once a month or
Yeah.
something. And then, but yeah, you don't tell everybody everything. You just tell certain groups what you want them to know. Work friends. Don't you have like a set of work
Yeah,
friends, and then
yeah.
like a set of,
They're different.
tennis friends for me, or
Sure.
friends at the beach, and
Right.
you have different groups of friends that you tell different things
Yeah.
to. Different.
But regardless of where you are in those categories, it still requires work
Yes.
to have a friend. Really, it does.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see, like, if you don't, and I've talked to this to people about this, friends, that if you don't nurture that friendship, it can fade away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably have. Do you have like childhood friendships?
Yeah.
You still have some of those?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I mean, and it's like we may not talk for a long time, but then one of us will reach out and say, checking on you, what's up, how you doing?
Yeah.
Or they get their first grandbaby, or, they get remarried or something. You reach out and you kind of, and it's like no time has passed.
Right.
You can just pick the phone up and go, hey,
Yeah.
what's happening? Oh, nothing, and you get right back into it. So
I'm having to keep
I'm
our
sorry.
hands still today.
I talk
It's
with my hands. Here, I'll sit on my hands. Okay.
But we talked about friendship, but there are also times that you want to maybe release those friendships. Maybe it's
Those are
just
the
not
drama
working.
queens.
We're going to talk
Yeah.
about that. We're going to talk about that the third.
Everybody's got that friend, the
But-
drama queen. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sort of.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But right
Yeah.
now, we're going to talk about the positive
Aspects,
side,
yeah.
yes, of being having friends,
Mhm.
and a lot of it is like, did you realize their health benefits, mentally and emotionally and physically? I didn't know that till
Well, I get.
I figured that, but I really didn't.
Yeah,
know
I
the
get the I get
research.
the emotional part of it. You know, if you can call somebody and like you can share something with them, and you know it's not going to go anywhere, and then you can kind of release a little bit of it
Right.
if it's something that's weighing on you. You know.
Right, but make sure that's a good friend.
Yeah.
You don't wanna do
Don't
that
pick
all-
the drama queen to do that because she will flat stir it up at the Kroger. I'm just saying.
Yeah, really. But it helps to prevent heart issues like, I mean, health issues like high blood pressure. You just mentioned
Again,
that.
not the drama queen.
No.
She will cause your high blood pressure. I'm just saying you will snap.
I'm trying to be serious and tell you, but this one over here, and heart
No,
disease.
I'm just saying what everybody
Well,
says.
that's true.
You got good friends, and then you got good friends that'll tell on you. And
Yeah.
then you got good friends that'll take it to the grave. You just have to know which are which.
Yes.
And the good friends they keep you grounded and they support you.
Have you researched this? I think
No.
I think these
Well,
all
but
these
I got friends. You think I don't have any friends? I have friends.
friendship also helps to stimulate your self confidence and your self esteem. However, you mentioned something I hadn't thought about.
What's that?
Well, you were saying like unless you're I was talking about like you can be in a room of a lot of people and
Be
you can still
feel
yes.
disconnected.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can still feel lonely,
Yeah.
even though are surrounded by a lot of people. And why is that?
Oh, well, just inside jokes. I mean, that's what we were talking about because we were talking about, you and your best friend, you have stories because you've had events and you can kind of go. But it's like you have, even you and your husband, there's an
Yeah.
inside joke because you've been on adventures and you've made memories
Right.
together and there's something went wrong at some point and you can laugh and. So I think if you're in a room full of people and they've got an inside joke and you're not in on the joke and they're all laughing and cutting up.
You can feel very isolated.
Yeah, even though they're your friends, you just weren't there for whatever that is. So
Yeah.
I've had it done to me, and not on purpose and not from a place of meanness, but you can be lonely in a group of people
Yeah.
if they're talking about something and you
that
can't
you're not
relate
connected
to.
to. Yeah, right. And I want to mention this book that this author has, author Eric Barker.
Mhm.
He has written a book called "Barking Up the Wrong Tree."
What does that
It's
do
kinda
with
interesting.
friendship?
Well,
Is it like
he talks
dogs have
about
friends too, or
no.
what?
This book is about friendship. Okay,
Okay.
but it's he sold over 500,000 copies in 19 languages. So I want to get this book and read it, but
Which language you gonna read in?
I don't know. Japanese. I don't know. Anyway, I want to get that book because it talks about how to define a friend, how to recognize really is that a true friend? Is that is that a friend that's just maybe using you? I mean,
Yeah.
as we
Oh,
said,
I've had those. Yeah.
you've
They won't be friends with you unless they can forward their career or they're your stepping stone to get something they want. Or
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen people get used,
so
and I've been used. Yeah, everybody. I think everybody. You
Yeah.
misread people sometimes.
right,
So-
right. But
Ah.
again, we're going to stay on the positive side,
Oh,
except for
sorry.
that last
Friends
segment.
are good.
Yeah, friends are good. Hey, speaking of friend, now what kind of friend you were talking about categories of friends? What
Yeah.
kind of friend would you call me?
I
I don't know that I want to know. Maybe you can tell me after the
You
show.
have
I
those
don't know.
needy friends, and then you have those friends that are always late, and then you have the friends that are.
Would you call me a needy friend?
No, I don't think you're
I'm
needy.
not a needy friend.
I think you're usually late though.
Well, I've been better though since
Yeah,
I realized
yeah,
that
you've gotten
that it's
much.
a lot better than I
Oh,
used
but
to
one of
be.
my best friends, she time's my pet
Yeah.
peeve. I'm always early, which is people hate that
See, you
about
told
me
me that,
because
and
I
I
get
corrected
early
that. Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But one of my best friends is always 10 minutes late. I mean, absolute 10 minutes late every time.
Drives you crazy.
No, I know that. It's like,
Oh, does it
okay,
drive you
she
crazy?
owns it. It's like, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. You know me. I said, okay.
Well,
And I plan around that. And she's never later than 10 minutes. And she might be a little early.
well,
but she gets 10 minutes of grace. And I'm like, oh,
All right.
you got that one friend that's just going to be late, and that's okay.
Okay, well, we're late getting this segment finished, so we got to
Oh.
go into the next one.
Well, cut me off. Then you have friends that cut you off.
All right, we'll be right back with you on Southern
Sassy.
Eddie, you know, car sales have really changed over the last couple of years.
Yeah, they have, Greg, but we're still getting the car that you want. If you're patient, you're willing to come in and give us a little bit of time, we're filling every order.
And we still want your used cars. Go to northgeorgiatoyota.com to check your value.
Greg, other dealers are going to say we can't do that. What do we say?
Oh, yes, they can.
Hey, that's my part.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Come see us.
Did you know skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States with over 5 million cases diagnosed each year, yet it is one of the most preventable? Hi, I'm Courtney Johnston, the physician assistant at Dalton Plastic Surgery. Did you know we offer routine skin checks in our office? Schedule your appointment with us if you have any areas of concern or if you have not had a recent skin exam. At Dalton Plastic Surgery, we offer an array of different services to help you feel and look your very best. Give us a call today.
I'm Purby, live in Dalton, Georgia with Dos Fresh Mexican Grill.
And I'm Rusty with Builtwell Bank.
My husband and I are business owners, and we have known Rusty for 15 years now.
Yes, we've done a lot of projects together.
That's right. And we need banking partners that understand our small business need.
We understand you can have a great idea, but you need financing.
Everyone at the bank knows my name, which I love. For my personal and business needs, my bank is Builtwell.
Make your dream home your home with Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton. Our in-house professional interior designer will help make your indoor space both beautiful and functional. Choose from our many selections in furniture, accessories, lighting, kitchen cabinets, tile, rugs, flooring, and more. Whether you need help for just one room or multiple rooms, our interior designer will take your project to the next level. Visit us today. Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home.
All right, we're talking about friendship. You have a segment, and what is yours?
Oh, we talked about friends and different kinds of friends. Now we're talking about how to strengthen your friendship. Like,
Okay.
I guess you need to make your friends feel important, and I don't mean like boost their ego, but prioritize them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we were talking about this earlier when we were trying to develop the show. It's like I keep using tennis as an analogy or ping pong or whatever, but it's like if you're the friend that is always reaching out and you're hitting the ball over the net and you're hitting the ball over the net and you're hitting the ball over the net, well, the ball doesn't ever come back. It's like, well, I don't feel prioritized in that friendship role, so let's just sit here for a minute and see how long it's going to take them to reach out. You know, and then you kind of go, is this really a friendship or is this so, you know, to strengthen it.
Or am I the only one that's doing this?
You feel like you're invested in that relationship and you're not getting any return on your investment.
Right.
Yeah, because friendship's two-way street. Well, any relationship is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you know, marriage and,
Yeah.
and whatever, even parent-child or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have to reach out and they have to be willing to accept that and reach back out.
That's a good point.
I mean, to strengthen it. Yeah. I mean, making them a priority, I think, is important.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have done that before, and I'm like, well, am I the only one interested in this? You know, nurturing this friendship,
Mhm.
and then when I discussed it with the friend, and they're like, you know, I am so bad at this,
Mm-hmm.
and so then they started getting better. So I understand because we all have busy lives.
Yes.
But there are phases in your life that you may not be as busy as your friend.
Mhm.
So your friend, give them a little bit of slack.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, they may be really busy.
Well, but if you're friends, wouldn't you know that?
Yes.
I was going to say, if
Yeah,
it's a
that's true.
friend
You
that
would
you're talking to,
understand that.
you would know their busy season, or you know they've had this stress in their life,
Right.
and they're overwhelmed. So you should know when to cut them some slack, and they should know when to cut you some slack.
Right.
If you're a good friend, now if you're an acquaintance friend, or we talk about the groups
Yeah.
of friends, depends on what level friend this is.
Right. Yeah.
You
And
know.
tell me another one.
Um.
You told me earlier, be a good listener.
Yeah. See, I'm bad at that.
Well, have you ever? Well, I can't say. I'm pretty. I like to have a lot of friends.
You're a talker, though. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm just saying, you have your friends that are talkers, you have your friends that are listeners, you have your friends that are planners, you have your friends, and that's just one of your strengths.
I do talk. I do talk, but I also try to be a good listener.
Right. I'm not saying you're not, but I'm saying some people listen more than they talk, and some talk. But that's what makes a good friendship. You have to have a variety of people in your life. What?
Have you thought this might be your last show as friends?
Oh,
I'm just teasing you.
Time to cut you loose. She cut me loose. So no. I've been demoted from friend to acquaintance. It's like, okay. That's another thing to strengthen a friendship. Yeah, you have to build a trust where they feel they can confide in you and that they're safe to do that. And that's when you really know you have a strong friendship.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's tough to do, to find those people. Everybody needs those people.
Yeah, but as a friend, don't you pride yourself? I mean, I know I do pride myself in when someone tells me a friend, I will not disclose it.
Yeah. Well, if they ask me not to, no.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't keep a secret.
Oh, yes, I do. Too.
Oh,
yes, I do.
No, I don't think that's
you
true.
Ask my other friends. don't ask her.
No, talkers are real bad at secrets. I just can't think you keep a secret.
Yeah, I do.
It would be burning you up inside. You would have to go on Facebook and tell everybody.
I can give you some references, okay? Let me tell you, I'm going to have her call in.
Send me that one person that you.
All my friends know that. All my friends know that. That is. Oh, you should know that.
Oh, please.
We were friends before this show.
When we started this, we were. I don't know afterwards. I don't know.
All right. But anyway, yeah, you do have different types of friends we talked about earlier. But then the question was, as you get older, how do you find friends? Because when you're younger, they're automatic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're in school. There's lots of friends.
Well, there's a quantity. There's tons of people to make friends with. Yeah.
But when you get older, you've got to really, the question was, well, how do you find friends when you're older? And the one answer was like connect with an organization or a community fundraiser or a
church,
or whatever,
Sunday school or church,
because everybody wants and feels and has to be needed to feel like they're connected, and
you need a purpose.
Yeah,
and that's how you find friends with, like when the kids were little, we would make friends with the parents of their friends because they interacted. And then as you get older, you want to make friends with things that you do. If you're taking a painting class, then those, or a knitting, if you're learning you have a knitting circle, or you play bridge, or you go to Bible study, and those become your church friends, or they become your athletic friends, and different levels of friends.
We got to take a break here. That's what
friends don't cut friends off when they're talking. I'm just saying that's rude.
We'll be right back in just a moment. Southern
Sassy.
Eddie, car sales have really changed over the last couple of years.
Yeah, they have, Greg, but we're still getting the car that you want. If you're patient, you're willing to come in and give us a little bit of time, we're filling every order.
And we still want your used cars. Go to northgeorgiatoyota.com to check your value.
Greg, other dealers are going to say, we can't do that. What do we say?
Oh, yes, they can.
Hey, that's my part.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Come see us.
How much is your home worth? Find out at coldwellbanker.com with an instant estimate of your home's value.
Local expertise matters, and Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding our community home for almost 50 years.
Locally owned and operated with offices in Dalton, Ringo, Calhoun, Cartersville, and Cleveland, Tennessee. We are here to help. Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty, guiding you home since 1974.
I'm Waylon. I live in Dalton, and I'm the owner of Elite Lineman Training Institute.
And I'm Mitch Sanford with Biltwell Bank.
When I left Georgia Power to start my own business, I met with Mitch and told him what we were doing.
I told Waylon, you're the kind of business we want to work with.
We have a very high standard for how we work as a company and especially how we treat our clients. After a very candid conversation with Mitch, we knew we were on the same page.
Today, we're working on several businesses, training and real estate.
because they do the heavy lifting, so I can focus on my business. My bank is built well.
Did you know skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States with over 5 million cases diagnosed each year, yet it is one of the most preventable? Hi, I'm Courtney Johnston, the physician assistant at Dalton Plastic Surgery. Did you know we offer routine skin checks in our office? Schedule your appointment with us if you have any areas of concern or if you have not had a recent skin exam. At Dalton Plastic Surgery, we offer an array of different services to help you feel and look your very best. Give us a call today.
I love you, Judy.
No,
You're my friend.
No. I've learned now. I know how to delete her. Delete. This is what we're gonna. She was my friend until that second segment. Yeah, well, whatever.
I just speak the truth.
Well, I know you're kidding because I know you love me. So we're in our third segment. We're going to talk about how to delete. Now, this does not apply to you. I delete those friends.
Delete?
Yeah.
Or you mean get rid of or cut them loose?
Yeah. When to move on. Let's just say that. When to move on.
How to dump a friend. Is that what you're calling it?
Hey, no, seriously.
Or how to know when to dump a friend.
I think it's how to know when. Not dump. Let's not say dump.
Yeah, but sometimes you get like negative people in your life by accident, or they start out positive and then they become like
Debbie
negative.
Downer?
Yeah.
Like a Debbie Downer?
Yeah.
I don't need a Debbie Downer.
No, and
nobody needs a Debbie Downer.
No. And I think when you're younger, you tolerate it more because, you have big groups of friends. And as you get older, I think we get more selective in who we surround ourselves with, don't you think?
Yeah, but yes, who you spend additional time with. But don't you like to have I like a lot of friends.
Well, you like different types of friends because you want different personalities. I don't want all the same. I don't want all talkers, and I don't want all quiet people, and I don't want all...
you don't want all talkers, I get it.
All drama queens. But you need different personalities in your friend groups, don't you think? Because that makes up a good, strong friend group.
Right. All right, so here's what the research shows, that when you should maybe think about maybe not spending as much time with that friend, maybe.
Cut down your playtime with
Yeah,
certain
that's
people.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Is when someone oversteps the boundaries that you've set.
Like what?
Like
invade your personal space or get your private secret?
Yes.
Oh.
Betrays you. Let's just say.
Well, I ain't gonna be thinking about getting rid of them. That's an instantaneous. It's like you start. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Button. You delete.
Oh, that's just kind of like
Yeah.
Put them on blast and just don't answer your phone. Just go. They'll get the hint.
Well,
is that how you do it? Do you like ghost them and just don't ever text them back and just think they'll get the hint, or do you call them up and say,
No,
"I'm deleting you"? I mean, how do you do it? It's like you are on my last nerve. Get lost.
It depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
If they betrayed me, then I would probably tell them. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I would probably
I'm
say
not that confrontational.
Oh,
I would just like delete them from my phone and just go,
No,
and just don't answer
I would say, I found out you told this or that or whatever, so therefore,
So you'd call them up and blast them out for it.
I wouldn't blast them out. I'd just say I heard what you said and I don't really appreciate it. So, and then after that, after they knew where I stand, I would just ignore it.
Fine.
All right. So and then one of the things I think you mentioned earlier is the fact that if they're not responding to what you're trying to do to keep work at the friendship.
Oh yeah, like you keep reaching out and they don't reach back. Yeah.
After a while, you got to say, they're not interested, so why am I going to continue this? But I find a lot of happiness by working on friendships. So, I mean, having friends.
Yeah.
Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I guess I like people. I like people. You're a people person too.
Yeah, I like people. Some people. Not all people.
No, but I'm just saying, though, I think it helps to maintain happiness. And that's what they were talking about in this whole study, is the fact that, of being happy and
friends should make you laugh. I mean, you should be able to laugh with your friends. You should be able to cry with your friends. I mean, you should have like the full gamut of emotions. And it may not be the same friends you do that with. And it may be the same person you laugh and cry with. I'm just saying, you should have an eclectic group of friends.
Yes. Right.
And everybody doesn't serve a purpose in your life, but they fulfill part of your life that you
Right.
need them to fulfill.
And it was also saying that we're not obligated. Well, I don't really understand this. You love them and they love you, but you're not obligated. It's a freedom.
Well,
of
yeah, you don't like
exchange.
have like a marriage license with them or something. I mean, you don't have like a friendship pact. Well, like, so I guess you could have friendship. You know, that's what we should have done is slit our wrist and do our like a
Oh my
friendship
gosh.
pact or something. You know?
Well, I would have before the
I've
show,
already
but
sliced
now
mine.
you've already. No,
Maybe we should have done that before.
that's true. But
And certain friends you love at different levels.
Yeah.
Because, you know, nowadays everybody goes, love you, love you, love you. And truly you do mean love you. But and there's some friends you're like,
Yeah.
no, I really love you and I'm going to miss you.
Right.
If they have to go away. Or
right,
something.
and that was another thing. Just because you have a friend that is living somewhere else, that you should still work at that. Don't
Yes.
let that go. If they're a true friend, you're going to keep that up.
When technology has made that so
yeah.
much easier now with FaceTime and you know, texting, and you don't have to make long distance phone calls and reverse the charges or
Right,
whatever. You know,
right.
you can just pick the phone up.
Right.
It makes it so much easier.
One thing they were talking about is don't put yourself on a higher plane from your friend. In other words, don't be like, I'm a little higher status than you are. That's what they said.
What? Do you do that to your
No,
friends because you're a TV
don't.
star?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Are
just
you
saying.
saying that you think you're hooty snooty?
No, I do not.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, don't be the type of friend who's always bragging about this and bringing about that. I don't like to hear all the brag. Do you?
No.
That's just
well,
something else.
some people they like to do that, and I'll listen for a little while.
Then you turn it off.
Yeah, and
Turn
then I
it
will
off.
try to change the subject, and
Yep.
I'm just not about that. It's like, you know,
Well, you know,
I'm just
friendship-
me, and you can like me, you can love me, you can hate me, you know, whatever. You can delete me, but you know, I'm just me.
But I think it's important to have talked about this because friendship is very precious.
It can be very fragile because some people
Yeah.
will snap. You know,
Yeah.
they got that switch, and you can say something wrong. You didn't even realize you said something wrong.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're not answering your phone calls. You're like, what did I do?
Well, sometimes I think it maybe is a good time to ask. It's like
Yeah.
if they're not responding, I'm like, have I done something?
Yeah, I had a friend get
yeah.
upset with me and just went, and I'm like, did I do something? Tell me what I did so I can say I'm sorry because I don't understand it.
Yep. All right. Well, our time is up, friend.
All right, friend.
So until next time, I hope you've enjoyed the show. We are friends. I'm Southern
Sassy.
To advertise your business on TV, contact Elliott Media at 706 529 4237.